there have been two of us sharing this happy camper one around Iceland, driving the ring road. And before we came, we were looking for videos that showed the van setup. So we knew how much stuff we could bring, the best ways to set up the van, and we are not regular van life people. So you may have your own ideas if you do this all the time. We do not, so this is just what we found what worked for us on our 10-night trip in Iceland. Here's the back of the van, and this little device is the hotspot that came bundled with our Campervan package. It's extremely useful to have the internet to look things up, but also I suggest you download some offline maps, and my new favorite is organic maps. We brought along this bag with us for grocery shopping because food is expensive, so we ate in the van a lot, preparing meals with the stove and the sink that you can see here. To the right during the day, this area is a couch or a storage area, as you can see, or a drying rack. And then at night, we would convert it into a bed, which I'll show you later. Back to the kitchen, which is one benefit of these camper vans over a rental car. You can easily cook and clean just in the van. With these buttons, one turns the water on for the sink, and the other is the inverter where you can charge things that don't just use a USB. There's also the built-in heater, but we didn't end up using it because we were there in July and August, and we were warm enough with the sleeping bags. The silverware, the cups, and the cookingware and dishes were all included in our bundle. Before you leave Happy Camper's office, check their freebie section, as other campers leave food and drinks that they didn't finish. We got this soup packet, some hot chocolate, and other little things that people left behind. There's that open storage section underneath, so you can see our paper towels and toiletry bags that we kept down there. So we would put our bags on the ground back here. This was also our fridge. So you have some storage space there. Not a freezer, but usable as a fridge. Then we have the two front seats. So at night, we put the bags on those seats. We also had some storage underneath the sofa here. So we put lots of packing cubes in there, and we left our big suitcases at Happy Camper's office. So at night, when we want to set up the bed, we move things out of the way and move things to the front seat. So that first night when I was sleep deprived and woke up in the middle of the night to have to go to the bathroom, and I could not figure out how to open the door from the inside because I hadn't needed to do that yet. Let me show you where that is so you don't get confused. This little thing right here. You just lift up on it and then push the door open. And then pull it shut. So now when we want to change this couch into a bed, we lift up the bottom cushion, unfold the wooden part flat down, and then move this other little cushion over. Fit them together as best we can. You pull that one down. Okay. Then we unfold this duvet, spread it out, and unfold the sleeping bags. And then we had extra duvets that we kind of used as bonus pillows. They each have a pillow. And for us, it worked better to sleep head to toe because of how narrow this is. Because you still have to fit all the kitchen stuff in here, so you don't get the full width of the van to sleep in. So now that you've seen that basic campervan tour, there's a few other things that you should consider. So think about the size campervan that you need. Are you really tall? How many people are you? If you're more than two, you definitely need a bigger campervan because there's only 2 seats with seat belts in the van that we got. And the van that we got is not designed for the F roads. Those are in the highlands and different areas of Iceland that you need to have a 4x4 to access those roads. So make sure you know the driving rules of Iceland, speeding limits, what different road signs means, and different driving etiquette. Check to see what's included in your campervan rental. So we had the bedding, we had the cooking equipment, we had the Wi-Fi hotspot, unlimited mileage. We also upgraded to the premium insurance, which included a gravel insurance and basically was a 0 deductible plan, which was just for peace of mind. Make sure that you're getting fuel regularly. Don't let it go close to empty. Just fill up when it's getting to half. And not all US credit cards are going to work. Some of the stations have tap to pay, which you can use with Apple Pay or Google Pay or a credit card with the tap to pay. But those didn't always work and they weren't always at every gas station. So in one place we had to use my debit card because it had a real chip and pin system. We were impacted by the weather with a road closure on our first day. The whole road washed out, so we had to actually change our entire plans. But that's the nice thing of the camper van is that you get that flexibility built in. Make sure that you have different apps on your phone or checking weather alerts because we would get high wind alerts and Happy Campers would also email us as well. We had an idea of the route that we wanted to take and roughly what campsites we were aiming for. We were there in peak season, July, late July and early August, and we only made a reservation in advance in Reykjavik. We didn't make any other reservations and we were fine not having reservations anywhere else across the country. In our checked luggage, we did actually do a shopping run at home and brought some things with us like oatmeal packets, tea, things that were small, Ziploc bags, but that would be expensive to buy in Iceland. The nice thing is considering the seasons, and when we went in the summer, even though it was peak season, it really didn't feel that crowded. Once we got beyond the Golden Circle, we weren't there quite in the midnight sun timeline, but there was a lot of sunlight, and so we could get in late to campsites and still be able to see. Before you take that camper van off the lot, they'll actually run you through all the different systems in the van and everything, but you want to take your time getting photos and videos of the condition of the van just in case there's any issues when you return it, either for an insurance claim or damage that may have happened just from the roadways there. Iceland is amazing and I can definitely see why people go again and again. If you're interested in planning your own camper van trip like this, reach out and schedule a call with me. We can discuss what you like to do, what kinds of things you're looking for, and I can help you come up with a route and plan it. Or if you don't want to take the camper van route, you saw it and you were okay staying in hotels and a little bit nicer, or even joining a guided tour, I can help you with that as well, making the right decision and choosing a good tour company. So schedule a call with me and I hope to see you soon.